So, good morning, how are you? I hope you're well. Today we're going to do a fun little experiment based on secret writing. Now, you may already know a method of making secret writing. It doesn't look as if it's there on the paper, and then when you do something to it, it suddenly reveals a message. A common way of doing this is by writing with lemon juice or vinegar. You take your lemon juice and your vinegar, you write something on a piece of paper. It doesn't look as if it's there. And then when you put it under a heat source, say under a grill or over a candle, the message reveals itself. I did try and do that myself. I have several problems with using lemon juice or vinegar as a method of writing a secret message. First of all, you can smell it. If you're sending a secret message to one person and it's intercepted by another person, if they can smell vinegar on the paper, they know that there's something written on it. If they can smell lemon juice, because it's quite commonly known, they might go, aha, I know what to do. Pop it under the grill, I suddenly know your message. We don't want people knowing our message unless we specifically want them to know the message. Otherwise, we just write in normal ink. My second problem with lemon juice and vinegar is that you can kind of see that there's been writing on it. You can kind of see the stain. When I did this earlier, I wrote this message with lemon juice very, very, very faintly so that it wouldn't really show. And then when I put it under the grill, you can't really see the message. However, this one came out really, really clearly in the grill, but I had to put so much lemon juice on there, you could kind of tell there was a message written on it in the first place. But for this message, I've used something else, and it's a really nice way to pass information without somebody knowing that you've written on some paper. And it's using turmeric. Let me show you how I did it. So the actual thing that you're writing on the piece of paper, your secret message, has to be an alkali. I had a hunt around the house. I tried this with soap. It didn't really work. It kind of did, but also kind of didn't. I tried it with baking powder and water. That didn't work at all. In the end, I worked with this, which is just bleach, household bleach with a little bit of water. I will say that bleach is a very strong alkali, so please, please, please be careful if you are using it. But I used about half and half bleach and water, and it did a really good job. So with my paintbrush, I put my secret message. Then you leave it to dry. Now, a couple of things. First of all, don't use too much. Right there, you can see in the middle, I've used a little bit too much of the solution. It's made the paper completely transparent. That's going to be really, really obvious once it dries. Secondly, you want this to be as dry as possible before you give it to someone or send it to someone. I don't know how long it lasts. If you do this and leave it like a week, I don't know if it'll still work. Once it's dry though, if you use a little bit too much, you might still get a little bit of a watermark, a little bit of water damage. Which is why, in actual fact, when secret messages like this were sent to people, it wasn't on a blank piece of paper, they wrote on it in normal ink. So there would be normal writing, and then the secret message would be underneath or between the lines of the actual writing. And then the person who receives your secret note needs to get some turmeric. And they need to add a little bit of water to a lot of turmeric. If it's too thick, you get lots of grains of turmeric sticking onto the paper. It's not hugely a problem, but it doesn't look very nice. If it's too watery, it's not going to work. So you then brush your turmeric water over the paper and your message will be revealed. It's not hugely clear on this camera, but my message is actually coming out as red. The reason it does this is really cool. Turmeric is actually a pH indicator. It's normally yellow. It's yellow in acid, it's yellow in neutral, but then when you tip onto the alkali side, it turns red. So what's actually happening here is that as you brush it over the alkali, the turmeric itself is turning an orangey red colour. And that's why the message becomes visible. I've done it a few times. Oh my god. Read a book. Any book, I guess, it doesn't really matter. I do find as well that if you leave it just a little bit longer, your message becomes clearer after a good couple of minutes. So there you are, you can send someone a secret message written in bleach on a piece of paper revealed with turmeric. Before I finish, I've got two things to say. Firstly, at the end of my videos, I've been using an outro. This outro was made very kindly by one of my students called Malik. However, there is another. Using the Star Wars music would be bad. If I used the proper one, I'd be copy struck by Disney. After seeing the outro on one of my videos, one of my other students called Luke also made me an outro. At the end of this video, I'm going to be using Luke's outro. Sorry, Malik. Maybe I'll alternate them in future, or maybe do one video on, one video off. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much, Luke, for taking the time to make that and sending that through to me. The other thing I really want to quickly mention is that lockdown is sort of coming to an end for a while for teachers. In Wales, at least, secondary teachers and secondary pupils are going back to school, which means I'm not going to have as much time on my hands. It's going to be really nice and exciting to be back in school with my colleagues and with my pupils, but it's going to take a bit more time and a bit more work, and I'm not going to be able to make as many Shed Science videos as I have been. During lockdown, I've made one video every week apart from half term. I'd like to still make Shed Science videos. I've still got lots of ideas. I just don't know how much time I'm going to have to do them, which means that instead of making one every week, I might be making one every fortnight or every month. At the moment, I'm not sure what my upload schedule is going to be. I'm not saying I'm stopping, I'm just saying that I'm slowing down, at least for the time being. If you have been watching these videos through lockdown, whether you're one of my pupils or not, I'm so happy that you have been. I hope they've been entertaining, I hope they've been educational, I hope they've given you ideas for science that you can yourselves do at home. So no matter what, continue to be safe, continue to be awesome, and thank you as always very much for watching. Ta-ta.